Good morning, students. I hope you are all fine and safe. Shall we check the previous class assignment answers? Sum 4.7 plus 2.8 plus 6.3 plus 5.2. Here all the decimal places are same. So these decimals are called like decimals. So we have to arrange it in columns and then add them. So here the answer is 19.0. In sum 0.4567 plus 31.03 plus 86.8313 plus 0.0049. Here all the decimal places are different. So these decimals are unlike decimals. We have to convert into like decimal. So here the maximum decimal place is 4. We have to convert all the decimal places into 4. So here like decimals equal to 0.4567 plus 31.0300. By adding zeros at the right end, it becomes like decimals plus 86.8313 plus 0.0049, and then we have to arrange it in columns and we add all the one. We get the answer 118.3229. Third sum 8 plus 0.213 plus 38.92. Here the decimal places are different. So these decimals are unlike decimals. We have to convert into like decimal. Here 8 is a whole number. By converting to like decimal, 8.000. By adding zeros at the right end, it becomes like decimal plus 0.213 plus 38.920. Here also, by adding zeros at the right end, it becomes like decimal. We have to arrange it in columns and then we have to add the numbers. Here the answer is 47.133. Subtraction of decimals. Subtraction of decimal is nothing but like the normal subtraction of numbers. How do we subtract this number? 200 minus 48. Here also we have to arrange it in columns, ones, tens, 100, and then we have to subtract. Here we have to subtract from right to left. We can't subtract 8 from 0. So we need to borrow from tens place. Here the tens place is also 0. So we need to borrow in hundreds place. So here 2 becomes 1. In tens place it becomes 10. Here the ones place is 0. So we need to borrow 1 from here. So the 10 becomes 9. In ones place it becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. And the 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. And here the 1. So the answer is 152. But in subtraction of decimal, it's quite different. Let us see with one example. Example 1. 37.03 minus 21.7064. Here the decimal places are different. So these decimals are unlike decimals. We have to convert into like decimals. Here the maximum decimal place is 4. So here we need to convert all the decimal places into 4. So here 37.0300. By adding zeros at the right end, it becomes like decimals minus 21.706 and then we have to arrange it in column. Here this is the decimal point and here before the decimal place the place value starts from ones, tens and 100. These are whole numbers. Here after the decimal place the place value starts from 10th, 100th, 1000th and 10,000th. And then we have to write the numbers 37.0300. Next 21.7064. We have to subtract. Here we have to subtract from right to left. Here we can't subtract 4 from 0. So we need to borrow from 1000th place. Here also 0. So we need to borrow from 100th place. So it becomes 2. And here it becomes 10. Here also 0. So we need to borrow from 1000th place. So 10 becomes 9. And here it becomes 10. So here 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. Here 9 minus 6 is 3. Here 2 minus 0 is 2. And here we can't subtract 7 from 0. So we need to borrow from 1's place. Here 7 becomes 6. And here 0 becomes 10. Here 10 minus 7 is equal to 3. Here 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. And here 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. And put the decimal point. And here the answer is 15.3236. Example 2. Subtract 27.7608 from 46. Here we had to subtract from 46. Here from 46 means 46 minus 27.7608. I repeat, here from 46 means we need to subtract 46 minus 27.7608. Here the decimal places are different. So these are unlike decimals. We have to convert into like decimals. Here the maximum decimal place is 4. So we need to convert this 46 into 4 decimal place. So 46.0000. By adding zeros at the right end, it becomes like decimal minus 27.7608. We have to arrange it in columns. Here 46. Here 46 is a whole number. So we have to write it here 4 in tens place and 6 in ones place. 0.0000. And next 27. So we have to write here 27.7608. We have to subtract. Here also we have to subtract from right to left. So here we can't subtract 8 from 0. So we need to borrow from 1000th place. Here also 0. So we need to borrow from 100th place. Here also 0. So we need to subtract from 10th place. Here also 0. So we need to subtract from 1's place. So here it becomes 5 and here it becomes 9 and here it becomes 9 and here also it becomes 9 and here it becomes 10. So here 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. Here 9 minus 0 is equal to 9. Here 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. And here 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. Here put the decimal point. And here 5. We can't subtract 7 from 5. So we need to borrow from 10's place. So it becomes 3 and then it becomes 15. 15 minus 7 is equal to 8 and here 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So the answer is 18.2392. Students, do the assignment. We shall check the solutions in the next video. Thank you, students.